This is Rightly Used with Adam and Karen.
Hello, I'm Adam.
And I'm Karen.
And we share a love of charity shop mooching, and this is where we talk about what we've seen and show off some of our treasured tat.
Lovely.
We actually did go mooching today in Llanelli.
Yeah, we did.
It was 80s day or something.
Yeah, 80s fest. It was not the most sensible day for parking in the centre of town. But
I don't know what's going on in my town. I should have known to forewarn us. To say, it's going to be busy today.
Well, we could have gone to the Monster Truck Festival and the Hot Air Balloon Festival in Margam, but yeah, the charity shops were calling. So we ended up in Llanelli, and town was just rammed full of people that we all thought were on a hen party. No, it was neon fishnet tights and gloves and neon hairbands and crimped hair galore.
A lot of the time we have been out, I've not actually bought anything, but I did today. I did.
You did, you were right.
Let me reach over the shelf.
Don't hit the mic.
The shelf, oh tat. I bought two things. I bought, and we'll be putting photos of these on the show blog. Also, thank you very, very much to Tom and Rob for inviting us to join Studio Channel 84. The only times we usually take part in anything is, well, when we have to get dressed up for the when they're filming the USS shit show.
Yeah.
My costume's way too tight.
Well, you didn't go to Garrick for your seam letting, did you?
I've asked about adjustments, but no, it's continuity or something, so I'm stuck with it.
Anyway,
yeah,
what did you buy?
Thank you very, very much, guys.
Yeah, cheers, Tom and Rob. Sorry, not just ignoring the fact that Adam was doing a huge thank you to you there, but you already know I'm grateful, and I text you 1,000,000 times a day. But thank you, love you both, love you, bye.
But yeah, my first purchase today was a Matchbox ride-on lawnmower toy.
Oh, it's a Matchbox.
Yeah. No, Hot Wheels.
Ah.
Sorry. Got Grass Chomper, 2015 Mattel. So I'll put a photo of that on the show blog. And Keith Haring hat.
Yes, we very much like the baseball cap.
I've been looking, because I'm going a bit bald. Oh, hang on, it's a bit too big for my head. I don't know if I look good in caps or not.
You look good in that one.
I'm very conscious that my ears stick out. Cause I'm not usually a hat wearer of any kind, so it feels weird having, my ears are poking out.
No, you've got really quite petite ears, actually. I've never noticed until you just pointed them out. That's really funny.
Is that a compliment?
Well, yeah, I mean, your ears do continue growing as you get older, along with your nose, are the only two things. You're looking very, yeah.
Oh, it bodes well for me being 90 then.
Yeah, no, you're looking
There's some
good.
room for my ears to grow into.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, it was it YMCA? We got both of these?
It was the YMCA.
£5, a nice purple and black Keith Haring hat with a red heart and a pink square background. Photos, again, will be on the show blog along with our show notes.
And show blogs and things like that will be found via the Studio Channel 84 link website, but we also have a website with the Lightly Used address, which will ping you over to Channel 84 and take you directly to our things.
lightlyused.co.uk. So that's what we've been up to today, and we've also got photos of going back to 80s Fest.
Yes.
Nearly forgot the main thing.
I know.
I know, with what the crap I bought. We saw replica Kit and DeLorean from Back to the Future.
We did, and they were really cool.
Yeah.
I wanted to sit in the DeLorean because the doors were open, but there were very clear barriers saying, "Do not enter the vehicle."
People will go in and press buttons.
Yes.
Or they'll try to get up to 88 miles an hour.
And I would have been really tempted to steal that alarm clock that was on the dashboard. So, Magpie Karen, best avoided.
They're props.
Yeah. But they were ace. Yeah, loads of photos taken. We'll stick some of them on the website, and I'll probably write some bump about it as well, just to bore you all a little bit more.
I was really surprised how small the actual Trans Am was. I was expecting it to be American car size, but was it just they're used to all the cars now being that big?
Yeah, well, in general, small cars don't really exist anymore, do they? But, I mean,
it looked a manageable size.
It did, but you would only have got one dead body in the boot.
And also, it would have been easy to see there was no parcel shelf.
Yeah, that's true.
You saw all the tap they had in there, like some number plates and oil and some rags to keep the car going.
There was a wig as well that looked suspiciously like the one that we stole from Biffo at the live show.
That was
last
given
year.
to us. One of the many things thrown in our direction. But more recently, we've seen Kit and the Back to the Future car.
Yes, and it was
At
a
least
very
practically.
nice day to be out and about looking at 80s cars.
So on the show, we're going to be comparing some of our treasured tat, being likely used, not necessarily always from a charity shop. It could be something that, in my case, I've found in the cupboard under the stairs, or it's something that maybe not even belong to me from the attic of this house.
Ooh, interesting.
There are some things up there.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a couple of things from childhood that, for some reason and through some miracle and about 17 house moves, I've managed to keep in my possession from the age of about 10. So, you know, they may feature at some point. One of them is definitely a big gun.
No?
Not like a ba-bang, ba-bang gun. For those of you that can't see me, I'm actually holding an imaginary rifle now, pointing it at Adam's
Some
face.
good space work you're doing
And
there.
pulling the trigger, ba-bang, ba-bang. No, like, you know, like pulling out the big guns. I'm gonna get you.
An item of immense interest.
To me.
Okay, look forward to that. Also, we've got a game section.
Yes, we do.
We'll,
You poor people.
Oh, I need to apologise in advance because when we recorded this last week...
Yeah, we recorded the gameplay last week, but both of us are suffering with hay fever.
yeah, me particularly, especially as it goes on, it gets worse and worse. Dear me.
So apologies for any sniffling or sneezing. Adam has tried to get rid of an awful lot of it, but due to me over-talking him all of the time, some of that has had to have been kept in for continuity purposes. Apologies.
And I don't know if you've met Arthur at Channel 84. I think he might have been one of the creative sort of... He said his name was Art, and then after everything after that, my head just blanked out. I don't know if I was just staring at it. I don't know if it might have been just for 2 seconds, or it could have been 30 seconds when he was talking. I was just going off, going, I've never actually met anyone called Art. It was like the bit in The Simpsons where it's like Homer's brain with the monkey
Yeah.
smashing the cymbals. I'm sure just a blank expression on my face, and in my head, it's Art Garfunkel. Try and think more of Art.
How many
And
Arts
then I realised what was going on, and I kind of caught myself, so I've got no idea. But apparently we've got some sort of grant to include, he wants us to include a literary section.
Ooh, lovely.
Bibliotat.
Yeah.
Because we're always looking at books in the charity shops.
Yes.
And I've got absolutely loads in my house from years gone by. Some of them, not necessarily mine. Some, at least a few of them, my grandmother let me borrow before she died, and I can't give them back. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, fair enough.
So, yeah.
So, what you've really done is accept a grant on our behalf for purchasing books to include in the Bibliotat section, but you've just pocketed the money and now you're going to just read the books that you've already had hiding in a cupboard for 20 years?
There might have been mention of cash, but I tuned anything out. All I heard was his name was Art. And we've got to include some literary sort of thing. Okay, so do you want to go first?
I will go first, yes, thank you very much.
Okay, we should explain this next segment. We've both got large boxes concealing our featured items that we're just going to show off to each other. But bearing in mind, we've both been around to each other's houses. We've both seen our shelves with tats.
Yes.
We all know roughly what we own, but we don't know what of our possessions we're bringing to show off and talk about today.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll go first. So, yeah, do you want to put
Okay.
the box on the floor? Or you want with it on your lap?
I'm
It's
gonna
particularly
I'm
huge.
going to hold it on my lap for a second while I open the lid for
I'll secure the back.
ASMR purposes. Hang on. Oh, God, I'm left-handed. That way. There we are. Right. Here are my notes, because I didn't remember these things by heart. Right, close your eyes.
Okay, I'm looking away as well.
Okay, closing the lid. Click. Right. Open your hands, but not your eyes. Tell me what you feel.
Oh! It feels pencil casey, sorry, a metal pencil case sort of size thing. Maybe a bit bigger. Could be a biscuity tin.
If it was a biscuit
it's a
tin, it wouldn't
pressed-
be here.
oh.
It would be in my place with biscuits in it.
It could be. It's got a hinge. It's a pressed tin box with a hinge on one side, And can I feel what's inside?
Maybe open your eyes now, actually.
Oh! I remember when you got these, you went straight to these in the charity shop.
Yeah, I did.
It was a pair of welding goggles, or
That's
were they
right.
racing? Yeah, welding goggles.
Yeah, welder's goggles.
Very, very old, with a rubber racing goggly sort of mask to
Yeah.
put on your face. Various thicknesses of glasses. Really old. Looks like it's.
I don't know what that is.
Oh yes, we did work out what this. Sorry, yes, this is Nixie Tube. It's one of those old vacuum formed fluorescent sort of displays with a sort of 7-segment display of a figure 8, and that counts down. But yeah, it's.
I've got a
it's
bomb
like tube.
component.
They're the ones that you see on sort of really cool 70s
Yeah.
countdown machinery, possibly a little bit older. Yeah, tell me more about this. What have you found out?
Okay, so about the actual goggles, not that much.
They do
because the internet isn't great when you're looking for things like Bocal goggles and lenses. You type in that and you just get a load of vintage websites coming up going, oh, buy these Bocal goggles and lenses. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'll click on this link, see if it gives me any history about the item. Nope. Try the next one. Same thing. No information. Just that they're not available anymore, but you can still see that they were for sale. So, yeah, these were found in the British Heart Foundation in Swansea. It's the smallest charity shop we've got, and the actual tat section is probably smaller than my tat shelves at home. But anyway, it's a lovely little shop, and the ladies and gents that work there are always charming. So, you've got a very nice red metal tin with a hinged back. It says BOC Bocal goggles and lenses on the lid. You open it, as you said, you've got the leather strap lens holders with the elastic that goes around the back of your head. There's different lenses. There's some other bits and pieces in there. There's some welding tips as well, which are kind of cool, but they're really dirty and horrible, so don't like touching them.
Lovely colours, though.
Yeah, really nice colours. And also there is...
Protect your eyes!
Yes, protect your eyes with Bocal goggles, the British Oxygen Company Limited.
Bocal goggles, maybe.
Bocal? No,
It's a
because
weird-
there's a hat over the O, so there's no emphasis on the A. Could be Bocal?
Bocal goggles?
Bocal goggle. Oh, that's fun to say.
I was trying to
Bocal
think it
goggle.
might be because the BOC, British Oxygen Company.
Yeah.
They might have had a weird pronunciation of the O.
Yeah, maybe. But anyway, yeah. So there's like an A4 piece, well, almost an A4 piece of paper on the inside, telling you what the goggles are for, what the different lenses are for, what kind of light they block. And they also tell you that the instructions were revised in December 1963. So I think these goggles are circa around 63, 64, which I'm really impressed with, because the leather themselves, the pressed sort of rubberized leather lens holders, are in really good condition. The only thing that's really suffered anything is the elastic on one side. One side has
it's
still got a bit of
perished.
stretch, but the other side has perished, and the clip isn't great. But otherwise, they're in good nick. So, buckle goggles and lenses, circa December 63. Got the goggle strap, got the lenses. This set came with a set of clear lenses and the green lenses.
So the different lenses for depending on what tasks you're performing with.
Yeah,
glasses.
so the different lenses block out different kinds of radiation: infrared, general light, and ultraviolet. So the green lenses block out the ultraviolet, I believe. There's clear lenses for general light.
Safety.
And I'm not sure what lenses you get for the infrared. Oh, a light tint. But we've got dark tint and no tint in this box. But they came in 4 different tints: light, intermediate, dark and clear. So I don't know if there's some lenses actually missing from the kit itself. It's probably very likely, because they're not exactly thick pieces of glass. I do, however, think with the one green lens that I've got left, you'll be able to look at the next eclipse through it. Solar eclipse.
This isn't medical advice.
No, this is not medical advice.
Check
However,
the rating on your welding goggles if you're using it to look at eclipses.
Oh, yeah, all right. I mean,
Unless
this
you're a
particular
president,
piece of glass I've
in which
got in
case
front
look
of me
away.
right now. I mean, I'm never going to look at a flipping eclipse anyway. I'm never around to see them. I'm usually asleep. But I did put a little asterisk, don't stare at the sun. But I'm recommending that if ever you get hold of this one piece of green glass off of me, you can stare at the sun through it. But only in the case of a total solar eclipse. And, don't sue me. The goggles are made for use over glasses because obviously a lot of people that work with their hands have a lot of close vision tasks, and that can affect your eyesight, and as you get older you tend to wear glasses. So this rubberized leather strap was designed so that you could place it over your standard lenses and still be comfortable. I don't know if it would work with modern day shaped glasses, but I mean they go over your glasses.
Yeah.
That's upside down there, by the way.
Right over my glasses.
Yeah, but so that was good because for a lot of people they have to do a trade-off. You choose to wear your glasses and hope you don't get a spark in the eye, or you choose to wear your welding goggles but you don't have as good a vision because you have to take your sight glasses off. So this gives you a happy medium between the two. And then just a little bit of history really about BOC, which is Britain's Oxygen Company, originally named Brin's Oxygen Company Limited. And they were established in 1886 by two French brothers, Arthur and Leon Brin, hence Brin's Company. They primarily manufactured oxygen using high temperature barium oxide known as the Brin process. And the main application for that was use in limelight and magic lanterns and theatre lighting. Now, I thought Wikipedia was lying to me when it said about limelight because I'm not the smartest person and I don't work as a stage star or a stage hand. And I always thought limelight was just a saying, like, oh, you're in the limelight.
That's exactly where it comes from.
But it is a real thing, so thank you, Wikipedia and BOC, for my minor piece of education. In 1903, the development of oxyacetylene welding and cryogenic air separation, turn my page over, process replaced the use of barium oxide. And that meant that new types of safety wear was required because you needed to be able to block that light.
The operated PPE was needed.
Yes. Oh, yeah, well done, well said. In 1906, the Brin brothers renamed the company the British Oxygen Company, or BOC for short. And then during World War One, BOC increased the mass production of war machinery. So their goggles and welding equipment and things like that were pumped into the industry to be able to create things like ships, tanks and trucks. They weren't building weapons, as far as I know. That's not what Wikipedia tells me anyway. And if any of this is wrong, I've either read it out wrong, written it down wrong, or Wikipedia is wrong. And then in World War II, BOC provided gases for munitions and medical needs. So slightly different trajectory there. In the 1960s and 70s, BOCs expanded their company into refrigeration, and BOC became part of Lind Group in September 2006, making it the group market leader in refrigeration and gases.
No.
So yeah, the goggles themselves, I'm really sorry. I must have said sorry about 1,000 times already. But not an awful lot of information online about them in particular. Couldn't find anybody that had written about using them or anything like that. But BOC themselves as a company, they've got quite an interesting history. So it just gave me an excuse to just write some bullet points down and talk about guns and ships and tanks and welding.
They're essentially standard welding goggles, but
yes,
who made them is the more interesting
part.
Yeah,
exactly. They're not fancy, but they are a bit of vintage, cool wear. And I suppose if you were into steampunk, they would look really good on top of a top hat. A brown leather one.
And BOC is still around today, as you said.
They are indeed, and still a market leader in whatever it is that they do these days. So that's my item.
Very nice. My turn.
Yes, bring it on.
Okay, so I guess you close your eyes and hold out your hands if that's what we're doing.
Open your box, darling.
Right, hold your hands out.
They're open and held. That sounds big. Oh, it feels big.
That's what they all say.
It also feels plastic.
Yeah, that's not what they all say.
Well, in my experience. This has suspiciously ended up in my hands a little bit like that imaginary rifle I was shooting you with. So it's either a gun or a drill, but feeling the tip. There seems to be a slight bump there, slight ridge, which could
I've seen
be
a doctor about that.
could be a sight line. So I'm going. It's a gun,
Yeah.
and it's plastic. And I've not opened my eyes yet, and I don't know
You
if
can.
I've seen it.
You can.
No, because I want to say something. It's probably not going to be true, because I don't think I've seen this of yours.
No.
But it feels very much like a Tomy toy.
Oh, you're
So
close.
I kind of want it to be like white and blue, or with a bit of red, but it's probably going to be black.
No.
Can I open my eyes
Yes.
now? Oh,
Who's
it's
it
green.
made by?
Oh, it's made by Tiger. Oh
I
my
put
god!
batteries in it. It's not just a gun, it's an LCD tank game.
Oh my god! Where
It's-
did you find this?
It's a... I was given it. It's a horribly annoying noise. Go for it. hang
Where's
on.
the on? Are the batteries working? Oh no, I've broken it, everybody.
Hang on, the batteries might just be flat.
Just give them a warm up.
But I do have some extra batteries up there.
I did wonder why you were making sure you
That
could
was
see
unrelated.
batteries.
Coincidentally, it's because my wireless keyboard's been absolutely knackered. I've been able to type a handful of things and it goes, nah. There you go.
Oh wow! Oh my
Right,
god!
Before you play it,
How does it work?
I've got to get my dossier out.
You've got a dossier. Oh my god!
Yes.
I shit you not, people. He has got multiple pages of A4 colour printed, which means to me he printed this at work.
Of course I printed. I don't have a printer of my own. That's all. I've got to use it.
Oh yeah, no, that's a good point.
But it's a Tiger Electronics 1988 Tank Attack.
Oh my god, it's so cool.
In this instance, being a child and making it look more combat and stealthy and also a bit spacey, I've coloured over a bunch of the stickers with a permanent marker or gold pen, but the gold and green kind of looked quite good.
Yeah, they do look good together.
But,
It
so,
seems
yeah,
a natural combination.
It just looks a bit more spacey.
It also says patent pending. Do you think it's still pending from 1988?
They might have won that patent by now. Originally, it also had a base. I've never had this little base for the front handle. So you could play...
Oh, it looks like it was probably snapped off.
It's always been like that since I've owned it. But you could put it on the tabletop and use that as like a turret to save holding it in both hands.
That is so cool.
Now, I got this when I was a kid. A friend gave it to me because I helped him with his paper round a bunch. Now, I've moved to my house in Gowerton around about 1987... 88 or 89?
Right.
One of those, 100%. When we moved in, my dad laid cement, redid the back garden, laid cement path, and he put the year, and then my sister and I sort of put our initials in the wet cement.
Oh, that's really sweet.
It's paved over now.
Oh,
They had a resin pathway put in the back, so that's...
Did you actually Sharpie your name and address on the bottom of this?
Yeah, don't box me. It's first show.
I wasn't going to read it out. I was just asking.
If it got lost around my neighbourhood or anything, because we used to play army and stuff
Yeah,
as
yeah,
kids.
no.
So if any of the
Genius.
people know, or if any of my mates had it, go, that's definitely mine. It's got my name on it. It would have been maybe 89, 90, so it might have been a few years old. It was given to me by my mate Andrew, so after helping to produce paper round. It still works, so very, very annoying, but it is surprisingly engaging. So I've popped a couple of batteries in it to test it, and I got up to level 6, just trying it out.
Nice.
I only got hit once.
Oh, right, okay. Is this a record I need to beat?
Yeah, do you want to give it a go?
Yeah. How does it work?
Let's not go up to level 6 because it's going to be far too annoying.
Okay.
So that'll be your crosshairs on the front.
Yeah.
That stays the same, but you can use that to move left and right,
The
and
front,
you'll see.
The front hand grip rotates.
Yeah. Sometimes if you move too far, there'll be I didn't see a tank there on the side, and they'll be right in front of you before you know it.
Okay, let's Oh, sugar!
It's going. I don't know why there's no sound.
No! Die, tank! Die! Die! Ah! I'm dead already!
Oh, yeah, no.
How do I know if it shot them?
Oh, they explode. There you go. Oh, that's
No, that's me dying.
I might try to get some new batteries, see if it'll work.
I got 300 points, and that is awful.
That's right, we've never used it before, and there's no sound to help you. Oh, it's going to be
That's a lively one.
so annoying with the sound, but it's proof of concept. Yeah. See if it does work. No, there's no sound. Oh, there we go.
Ah. So can you...
He got me.
Oh, he did. Can you move lanes just out of their way, or do you have to destroy them?
Oh, yeah, you can move out the way, so if it's off the screen, they can't see you.
So you could just dodge every single tank until you get through all levels without actually destroying anything.
Yeah.
But do you only score points for... Oh, no, because that's still going up. Oh, you score points for distance.
I think there's a countdown there of how many tanks. I think it's going to be 25 tanks on the level. I think it was 13 in the first level.
Pew.
Yeah, that's exactly what's...
Pew, pew. Pew, 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 pew.
Oh, that one there.
Pew. Pew.
You'll have to do the noises for me.
Pew. Pew, pew, pew.
Oh, I got.
Oh, you got deaded.
Yeah, shame the sound doesn't work.
Was it working before?
Yeah. When
That was not me farting, that's me adjusting my position on the sofa. That sounds worse somehow.
Let me try it one more time.
Adam is faffing with the buttons to see if there's a secret code to get the volume to work.
It's only got one volume. Loud. No, you definitely know it if it's working.
Well, either way, it is a supremely cool item that you've now just confiscated from me.
Oh, that's right.
I want to handle your gun some more.
I found one on eBay. It's sold in Belgium.
Look, spider!
Oh, well.
Sorry. Oh, it's only a little one. I don't know why I freaked out so much. It's tiny. Carry on.
Oh.
I'll deal with the mite.
Money spider. I found one listed on eBay. It's sold in Belgium in April 2024 without the box. It did have the stand and the battery door, which mine doesn't have. And
Okay.
in the picture, it's bold. It looked like a small but chunky rail mount.
Okay.
Yeah. Do we?
No, it's alright. Carry on. Sorry, I'm distracting Adam with my tiny spider antics.
Oh, I'll show you a photo of the box. There we go. That's the box. That's if you've got it new in the shop.
Oh my god, that's so cool. It looks like something out of Terminator or something.
It does. If I can put this as the show notes, I will as well.
Yeah,
The
that's a great idea.
Lightning Rod Labs box art. That one's missing the base 2 that they're selling.
Oh yes.
This one.
Snapped in the same way, or?
No, the clips are still there on this one.
Oh, right.
But the box says, use tank attack to hunt out and destroy enemy tanks. You don't hunt them out, they dry. You're pretty much staying still.
They're sort of hunting you out, aren't they?
Or they're still and they're driving towards you. Realistic firing, sounds and explosions, which I wish I could have demonstrated to you today. You'll have to take their word for it.
Well, my piam-piams weren't a bad substitute.
They're more realistic than these ones. It was just really low chip tune, sort of. Pew, like if you open a birthday card, so that high quality. Yeah. Unique scrolling display field changes as you move. Use tank attack in capital letters, left and right. 9 levels of difficulty. If I'd only had 3 more levels to go, I would have carried on playing. I would have beaten the game. LCD action game with super sounds, exciting sound effects. Again, you'll just have to take their word for it.
I will have to believe you on the sound effects.
That they were exciting sound effects.
But it is fabulous. It is a chunky beast of a boy that I am kind of envious of. I mean, we would never have had anything like this in our house when we were kids. Primarily because it was 3 girls and 1 boy, but also, you know, we didn't really do Halloween, let alone guns and bows and arrows and stuff like that in our family. So yeah, but that would have been something that maybe one of my male cousins might have had, and I would have gone round their house and snuck a go of it every now and then. But it is awesome. And for cool points, hands down, it, in my opinion, beats the goggles. You bastard.
And I got it for free.
Even worse.
So thank you very, very much, Andrew Yelland, from when I was 10. You went to my school.
Yeah, bless you. You're such a lovely boy.
Well, I did kind of work for it. It was, I say, in exchange for helping him out in his paper round.
And incidentally, the goggles cost me £10. But I still think they're worth every penny because they're a really cool little thing.
They're a really unique
Nice
item.
little objet d'art.
I win?
Yeah.
Yay!
But, you know, if you feel sorry for me, feel free to comment somewhere on social media that the goggles were actually worth talking about.
Yeah, can people comment on the blog? If they can, do it.
Yeah, if you can comment on the blogs, feel free. If not, we are on social media and Adam will tell you what the links are at the end because I don't know.
We are at Lightly Used. Yeah, I'll tell you at the end. Okay, for our very, very first game that we're playing, it's one that you found.
Yeah, picked up in the Greyhound charity shop in Swansea on the Kingsway. It was on display in the window for ages and I'd had my eye on it for weeks and weeks and weeks. I was like, oh my God, I hope they sell it. I hope they sell it. Really want them to put it on the shelf. And then I walked past one weekend and it wasn't in the window anymore. And I was like, oh no, I've missed my chance. I've missed it. But no, I walked in and there it was in all its glory on the top shelf, just waiting for me to go and collect it and pay what I thought was a slightly extortionate price of £10 for a board game that's probably 30 years old. However, I did check on eBay last week and I've had a bit of a bargain because the cheapest one on there that was up for sale was $24.99 and then was another one on there for 30 odd.
It does have the year there.
Oh my God, there we are. Search Glen Limited, 1987. What does that make it? 34? No. What's 7 or 14? 7. Oh my
7.
God. So it's 37 years old.
It's doing all right. We've got all the pieces. Well, almost
No,
all the
we're
pieces,
missing...
actually.
What was it?
The cage evidence.
That's right. No cage evidence cards.
All of them are gone, weirdly. We looked underneath all the vacuum-formed plasticky bits. Not there inside the box either.
Lots of really lovely decrepit bonus elastic bands though.
The rules are absolutely insane.
Yeah.
We're even playing the simple version. Oh my God.
We did notice they were children's rules. However, excuse me, there is a Nessie Hunt special introductory rules for inexperienced or casual game players. And whilst I cannot say I am inexperienced, I can definitely say I am somewhat casual sometimes. So, we're hoping that this A4, literal A4 page, the main rules are like double-sided A3. It's ridiculous. It's a whole... it's nearly a novel. But yeah, so the introductory rules are just one side of A4 and they make about as much sense as they do to any menu written in any language that you don't understand.
If you fancy trying to decipher them, we will put the photos on the Channel 84 blog for this episode.
That's true. I have taken a lot of pictures of all of the different elements, so you can knock yourselves out looking at all this beautiful artwork created by strange people in Scotland for the pleasure of 9 and over age people.
And the rest of our show notes. Because there's a big thing of having sort of tabletop gaming being serialised, we thought we'd like in on that. So we're serialising this by playing just 10 minutes at a time.
Yeah, because we have no original ideas and we like to steal things from other people.
It was a lot easier than coming up with it. It was hard enough to come up with stuff for this show when most of this is robbed.
That's true, actually.
Go on. Shh.
Okay, so the basics of the game are...
I'm going to be asking lots of questions as we go along.
Please don't ask me, because I've read these
You've got
rules.
the rules.
I know I've read them several times and they still don't make an awful lot of sense. But the premise is there are 4 expedition teams represented by different colours. Yellow, red, green and blue. Japanese being yellow. I'm not going to comment on the appropriateness of that at all. Or inappropriateness of that at all.
Moving on.
British are red. Independent are green. And American are blue. So Adam has... initially opted for red, but because of the way we're stood on either side of the table, he's now blue and I'm red because red is closer to me and I'm lazy. Do you want a breakdown of the rules? Shall I read them for your pleasure?
Yeah, I do need some help again.
Yeah, okay, right.
I don't know how we even start. I've forgotten that much.
The objective of the 4 players take the role of competing expeditions in a race to prove the existence of the Loch Ness Monster. The game is played in short rounds during which, from their limited income, expeditions, as in me and Adam, purchase and pay for running costs of the research equipment represented by transparencies. Now, these transparencies are flimsy bits of...
Overhead projector film.
Yeah. Can you hear? ASMR.
I think I'll just hear seagulls outside.
That's true. We probably should close the window. So they're made of transparent plastic, and they've got things written on them like underwater camera,
sonar,
surface
biological,
camera, eyewitness. Only because we're playing the basic game, you don't use the eyewitness ones, which is helpful because that means we get to skip a whole load of stuff. These are deployed to best advantage upon the hexagons marking up Loch Ness on the playing board. For this introductory game, eyewitness transparencies are not used. See, I told you we didn't need those ones. Expeditions then move their coloured tokens by throw of dice around the loops on the corners of the board. Here they collect eyewitness evidence, which we won't be requiring, and experience the ups and downs of expedition life. So in either the top left, bottom right hand corner of the board, you can't really tell what way the board is supposed to go up. Anyway, there's these little P shapes that have 2 different coloured tracks around them. One is blue and green on one side, and the other is red and yellow on the other side. And you put your country token, little dude, who I think they're holding binoculars. I personally thought they looked like Sasquatches to start off with, which I thought was funny.
Little munch screams.
So you place those on the little P's on the corner of the board, and that is where we will travel around, and depending on the squares we land on, we will pick up evidence cards that will give us clues as to where Nessie may or may not be. The tokens are then lifted to reveal the letter and numbers indicating the positions of surfaced and submerged monsters. Any equipment even slightly covering the monster hexes, which is in block capitals by the way, and with inverted commas either side.
They aren't really spells.
Yes, they are monster hexes. Entitles the owner to take and retain appropriate evidence cards which bear a points value. The first expedition to reach 750 points or any other agreed score wins. And then it gives you a bit of a blah 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 about setting up the board and placing all the different evidence cards in different places. So which we've done, and we've doshed out the money. The money's on my side of the board, so I guess I'm going to be banker, although we haven't pre-agreed that. You also get these fun little like 3-dimensional plastic Nessie tokens. There's like 4 that look like a little Diplodocus going for a swim, and then there's one that is just
head and neck.
Yeah. What's the word I'm looking for? Phallic. Phallic. So yeah, so we're set up. We're on the correct side of the board. And just roll a dice and see how we go.
Do you have to spend this money to buy some equipment?
Oh,
and stuff
yeah,
first?
sorry. That's a good point. Hang on. Expeditions may only buy 1 piece of equipment per round. All 3 surface cameras must be in use before buying any underwater equipment, but thereafter equipment may be discarded and repurchased in any order. To move equipment, it is necessary to remove the transparency in 1 round before repurchasing in the next. All equipment is stored based, i.e. placed around points of the shore. And then there's a bit about the biological and cage, but we haven't got the cage. So we also have tally sheets, which we fill in our own individual column. Oh, so we only really need one because it's got all 4 countries on one tally sheet. So we have tally sheets to complete, and then there is a summary card as well that gives you ideas of how to progress through the no less than 9 short rounds of this game. So yeah, wish us luck.
Alright, so before we start, stage 1. Each player throws dice, even if currently missing a turn. Number 2, advance expedition leader token anti-clockwise, even if missing a turn. 3, take logistics card, even if you land on an asterisk square, but not if missing a turn. Read the card aloud and act... What the... We haven't even thrown a dice yet. I don't even know how to even start.
I think we should just roll a dice and see how it goes.
Right, so
I mean, we could skip the tally sheets and everything altogether and just see where we end up. We don't have to be professional gamers on day one, do we?
I don't know if that's going to help us keep track to find out who gets to 750 first.
Oh, good point. All right, let's fill in the card.
Oh no.
Do you want to rock, paper, scissors for the roll of the first dice?
Oh, ladies first.
Oh, you're such a gentleman. Okay, right. Because I have a vagina and not a penis, I get to roll the dice first.
Oh, it's your game.
That's true, it is. Ooh,
Oh,
6. What way round do I go?
I think there's arrows, so...
Ah, right, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, I am on 6F. Now what do I do?
No idea.
Oh, bollocks. Where's the rules again?
Take the logistics card.
Ah. I am taking a green...
Oh, hang on. If you land on an asterisk square.
No asterisks. It's just a plain old 6 and an F.
Okay.
Each player throws a dice. Advance expedition leader token anti-clockwise. Take logistics card if you lead on an asterisk square, but not if missing a turn. Alright, I didn't land on an asterisk card, so that's the end of my turn.
Okay. 1. Me neither. Back to you.
This is going great so far.
Oh, I didn't set the timer. 10 minutes.
Oh, bollocks. Right, okay. Officially 10 minutes. Right, 3. 1, 2, 3. 4D. No asterisks.
God, something's going to happen soon. 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 4!
Hey!
Read the card aloud and act upon it. Ooh. So, logistics. Sonar loan. Jim Hogan of Kelly Cruisers Inverness is prepared to lend you New Atlantis, his sonar search vessel. Was this 1987's product placement? Although it says 1986 on the board, patent applied for.
Oh.
So I'm guessing they wrote the rules after they worked out what to do with the board.
Ah, yeah, good point.
This card gives you the option to take 2 pieces of equipment at the buying stage of this round, if you can manage the running costs. Present this card as payment in full for a sonar unit during the buying stage. You may, if you wish, also buy another piece of equipment. If you're already using both sonars, you must pass this card to the player on your left. Sponsor.
Yes.
Remember to add both sets of running costs on the tally sheet. So.
You keep dropping your bits on the floor.
Oh, pardon me, my sonar fell on the floor.
Yeah, so did your other one. Double sonar.
Right, so I'm Team America. Yeah. So I've got 2 sonar units for free.
Ooh.
And I will buy another piece of equipment.
What would you like?
I will buy an underwater camera.
All the surface cameras have to be in use before you can use an underwater camera.
I will buy a surface camera.
Okay. Well, see, one part of the rules stuck in my brain.
Thank you very much. So, underwater...
No, surface camera is tenner.
Is £10.
And it costs you £20 per turn running cost. So that'll be £30 to the bank, please.
Oh, so £20 per turn, running costs, and how much is the sonar? £60.
Yeah, but you have those for free.
I have to pay the running.
But you
costs.
have to pay the running costs, which are £40 per turn.
Oh no, hang on. Mine are different then. Sorry, I've got different prices.
What?
So running, I've got the surface camera.
I'd like to officially say this makes no fucking sense.
I guess we're backed by different teams. So I'm Team USA, so I'm guessing the Americans are buying my equipment.
Well, how do you know who's buying?
Because we're representing different countries, aren't we?
I know, but the summary cards don't tell you that they're for a different country. I assumed all 4 of them were the same.
Oh, I thought you that's why we chose who we were playing with.
Oh, right, no.
It's alright, but
You'll have to do your own numbers.
£10 for the surface camera, 2 sonars. It's costing me 60 quid.
You haven't got that much money.
120. I can only...
Do you have to pay the running costs for the purchase round? Should we say you don't need to pay the running costs for the purchase round? And that way you're not bankrupt before you started. 6 minutes left.
I will not buy the camera. I guess I can't afford to.
Okay, cheapskate. 2 free pieces of equipment. Do you get to choose where to put them
120. So how much more? 150, wasn't it, my money?
No, you've got 50, not 150.
Oh.
Oh, is it supposed to be 100?
Oh, in that case, I can't afford to even run them.
Oh my god.
This game is complicated. It's like Monopoly and doing the actual proper rules of Monopoly.
Issue each player with £50.
And
4 times 10, 2 times 5.
Rules.
And a summary card. Do not follow the summary rules on the summary card. These are basic game, blah, 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 blah. Take income of 150. Oh, so you're owed 150 because this is your second round. We both owed 150. Oh my lord. This is why I don't work in a bank.
It's got to be an easier way to play this game. This is even the beginner level. The beginner rules were so dense, we've had to read them 3 times now.
Yeah, and the rest. Okay, so you've now got £200 because you've got your initial 50 and the 150 for that round. And I've also given myself 150 for my second round.
Right, so just to get this going and just to get to end this bloody game, there's 120, take that back.
Thank you.
Do I get to put 2 sonars in?
Yes, you do. Anywhere you fancy. I guess where the point is. I think the point has to be on the land, maybe?
He's lent me a search vessel.
Oh, so you can put them wherever you want then. So I guess the point is where you are, and the wider it is that's your scope for.
So I'm gonna go.
Oh, it's gone north and south, or east and west, depending on which way you look at the board. Right, my go, yes?
Yeah.
Excellent. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, what is that? No, nothing for me again.
Again, I'm gonna be out of money now. 6.
Oh,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, so before I've got a star card. But before we do anything, we'll take some money.
Give you some more dollar. Do I need to organise myself better? There's your round. There's my round.
I've got to owe you that because of running costs for my sonars.
Oh my god, these. Oh my god, right. The only one that makes any money in these games is the bank. A bit like
And so I've got a card, so I'm on a star thing. Highlands and Islands Development Board Research Grant. The HIDB give you an outright cash grant equal to the purchase price of all the equipment you are not using at this time.
Ah.
If you have all the equipment in use, then you receive no grant.
So you get a grant to cover all of this shit.
Yeah.
Bastard.
So I've got a grant
Bastard.
for... Oh, so I just get it for free then?
Well, I've
Because
got
I
to
don't
give
get
you
running costs. It's gonna if it's a grant for it, I guess it just.
No, they give you the grant for the equipment, and they're not giving you the grant for the running costs. Stop trying to get out of paying your bills. But anyway, how much is the value of all of your equipment? Because I need to give you that much in money.
We haven't got time for this.
So.
Oh, hang on.
2 underwater, 3 surface, 1 biological.
Camera. Oh, surface camera, that's 30. Biological, 50. And 2 underwater cameras, 50 each, 100. So that's 220, 200. Is that 300? Altogether my running costs are?
So I need to give you 300 quid.
No,
120.
180.
180. 180. I was way too slow on that. Shocking. I used to play darts as well. There you go. There's your grant money, you git.
Right, and do I get to put these things out as well then?
No,
No.
unless you're... Well, that's technically the end of your round. So you can... I suppose you could buy them now because you've got the money to do that.
No, they are already mine. I guess
No,
I
no,
get to
no,
deploy
no.
them on the next
This
round.
this space where all of your transparencies are is a bucket where all of the kit is kept, and then you have to pay the sponsor to give you the kit. So now you have the money to be able to purchase the kit. You just don't have the kit.
I didn't need to purchase it.
No, it was a grant.
Yeah.
Yeah, giving you a grant equal to the purchase price of all the equipment that you're not
sorry,
using.
so I have to give you this money back on the next round.
Yes.
Sorry, I get
So
it.
if you want to use the equipment, then you have to give me money.
Sorry, I get it.
Right, my turn?
Yeah.
Okay. 10 minutes!
Right, what do you do?
Fuck all!
Stop.
Oh dear. I can see myself getting into this. I feel like it could get quite competitive.
I don't understand what we're doing at all.
To
I don't
me,
know.
it seems like
Maybe
you
then
only-
if there's a third player or something, it might be a bit more of a round feeling
Maybe we
to
should
it.
get Jackson over or something.
We can't at this point. We'll have to restart.
Oh, no, I'm not doing that.
No. I'm going to apologise in advance. My blocked nose will get worse and worse as that game goes on.
I didn't notice at the time.
Oh, I was very aware of it. Just the sensation in the back of my head. Right. This is my contribution for the Bibliotat segment. You don't know what this is.
No, I don't know what this is. He's genuinely taking it out of a packet right now.
I bought this. I don't know how lightly used technically this is. So our very first show, I could be breaking our rules of having something pre-loved, pre-owned. But it's out of print as far as I know.
Right. Did you buy it as a new copy or is it a pre-owned copy? Did it come off like Amazon or Abe?
I've got no idea where I got this.
Okay.
Oh, it's We Buy Books.
Okay.
It's the Innovations Catalogue book.
Oh, amazing!
I think it was £3.
Oh, I would say that is a pre-loved book.
But there's no signs of wear and tear on it at all. It's not as good as I thought. I've had a quick flick through just to see if it had a history of any product. Sort of, it'd say, look, these, we know we sold a load of shit. Look, it's 20 years since the magazine shut down, but these were some of the biggest sellers. This is a bit of a story behind it. No, it's not that. The book itself looks pretty cool. Opening up, and you've got Innovations Report order form. It's got the old phone numbers and stuff in there, exactly like when you had the Innovations Catalogue, and in the back, it's got all the order forms and examples
Fax
of products.
number. Oh my goodness. Do you know when it was printed?
Yeah, first published in Britain, 2004.
Oh, right, okay.
It does have a disclaimer. The items in this book are not available for sale. The order form is for illustrative purposes only, and the address and telephone numbers are no longer valid.
Oh, boo.
But if anyone wants to have a look on Google to see if Euroway Business Park Swindon SN58SN still exists, the Innovations won't be there, but it doesn't say which unit they were either. So anyone going there, or if they still exist and work there, you could be working in the old Innovations warehouse.
And if you do work in the old Innovations warehouse, why don't you let us know?
So it's essentially the best of the Innovations Catalogue. They've broken it down into sections: gadgets and technology, garden and DIY, household, well-being, leisure, cars and travel, and pets. Pretty much just like the old Innovations.
Is this
Catalogue.
Innovations for pets, or are they new innovated pets?
We'll have to get to the segment and have a look.
Okay.
It could have robot pets in it.
Ooh,
they could be the first
Robo-Dog.
outing of the IBO. The very first item they've got, it's essentially a reproduction of the adverts, but they've, instead of having pages making them look like they're from the Innovations Catalogue, one single advert right in the middle of the page. And they haven't made it bigger so you can see it easier. It's pretty much the same size font.
Yeah, I mean, I've not got my glasses on, and I don't have terrible eyesight, but I can't read that. It's like, it's smaller than the smallest print you have to read when you go and get an eye test.
Well, it's called the Videonics Sound Effects Mixer. So it adds professional sound effects to your videos. And the professional effects they've given, as examples, smash, splat, whoosh,
Splat.
all the professional noises.
Yeah, like, proper Batman style, like in little explosion bubbles and things like that.
They're actually calling it the Boing Box.
Boing, boing box.
Bring extra humour and interest to your home video productions with the superb Boing Box sound effects mixer.
Wow.
Boing Box contains 59 digitalised sound effects, plus electronic tunes and arcade sounds you can call up at the touch of a button. Add a barking dog, a creaking door, applause, laughter, breaking glass, etc. Or play around with the special effects facility to modify the built-in sounds, giving you literally thousands of different sound effects to choose from. It's a 3-channel audio mixer. You can add narration or music from tape, CD, record, or another VCR. Help you pirate videos. £249.95.
Bargain.
Oh, Virtual Vision TV.
Wow.
It's essentially, it looks like a ski mask head glasses thing.
Yeah, really big glasses, really big visor
wraparound
lens.
visor
Yeah.
sort of thing. Very super 90s with earphones plugged into it and a very, very discreet
Fanny
something
pack.
the size of a Discman, but about 8 times the thickness that you wear on your belt.
Yeah, but I bet that doesn't skip when you go for a jog.
Well, this guy's not going for a jog in his turtleneck and chinos.
Yeah, no, he's definitely not.
Astonishing Virtual Vision TV. It's technological innovation you are unlikely to have ever seen before. It frees TV from the conventional box to place television within your personal vision. So it's on these glasses that you're wearing around. £999.
Jesus Christ!
Right, was it pets? Oh, well.
Oh, hang on a minute. Glamour suspenders, stockings. Is that a man?
It's opening on the interesting pages. It's opening on the underwear pages.
I used to go through the Littlewood's catalogue to look at the underwear pages when I was a kid.
This has opened onto a Queentex lace body stocking, only $9.99.
God, they cost more than that now.
And that's definitely a lady. She's hiding her bosoms.
It could be man bosoms.
Yeah, I've seen my own. It's not. They look different. Right, we were looking for the pets.
Pets. I want to see an innovated pet, please.
Car and travel.
No, that's not pets.
Pets. Take your cat out for walkies. A cat leash harness. $9.99.
That's not very innovative.
It says, go on, give it a try. Your cat could absolutely love it.
Yeah.
Emphasis on the could.
Yeah, that needs to be underlined and italic.
Seatbelt for a dog. Clockwork cat feeder. So if you're going on holiday and stuff like that. So no innovations in the world of actual breeding of pets.
No, they haven't come up with a new style of pet.
They could be saving it. Alright, what's this? Nick Biggs, he's in the pet section. He worked for 10 years as a copywriter.
It's good for a pet.
Yeah. Who's a good boy?
He
a good boy?
He was a good boy. Good book.
Hopefully we get some grant money now for that. We've included a book in our podcast.
Nice little hardcover A5.
Give us that money, Arthur.
100-ish page. Not an awful lot to read. Just a bit of fun. Like it.
Thank you very, very much for listening. Thanks for your patience.
Yeah. Most especially, thank you for your patience. We can't promise this won't be a car crash of a podcast, but we can promise you that we will do our utmost best to not only keep ourselves, but your lovely selves entertained as well. Wish us luck.
You can find all our show notes on the Channel 84 blog. You can go to lightlyused.co.uk or find us on the socials. The only one I know off the top of my head is the Twitter, which is @lightlyused, and you can email us pod@lightlyused.co.uk.
And we are also on Instagram as _lightlyused, all one word.
Hopefully we're going to be a fortnightly thing if we can get our shit together to record once every 2 weeks.
That's the plan.
Thank you again for listening.
We love you.
Thanks, Rob and Tom. Thank you.
Mwah.
And one from me.
Adam and Karen have been lightly used. Visit lightlyused.co.uk for more. To get in touch, email pod@lightlyused.co.uk. You're listening to Lightly News. Oh, bollocks.
This was a Studio Channel 84 network show. To find more, head over to channel84.co.uk now.